Well, I think we can all agree that Season 4 has not quite gotten off to the start that we expected, nor the middle part. We come out of the winter break near the bottom of the table. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 27 of the return of TSV 1860 Munich. And the Lions bounced back a little bit. We've gotten 2 wins in our last 3. The only loss was actually an embarrassing one. It was 5-1 to Arminia Bielefeld, who was sitting top of the table at the time. Meanwhile, we were just hanging out right by the relegation zone. And while we are not doing fantastically, we have climbed our way back into 14th place. One more victory, we're in 13th. We can just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. The playoffs, pretty much out of our view. We're 18 points behind with a lot of teams in between, but we're hoping to salvage ourselves a good season, a nice respectable season, and we're going to really move forward. Now, another transfer window has slammed shut, and we have made some moves. We've made actually quite a few moves because we discovered that our director of football knows quite a bit about promising young American players that are available on free transfer. So if you do have the United States loaded up in your save, and thank you to our channel moderator, not me and my own personal director of football, for pointing this out to me. I will not take credit for this nice little tip. But if you do have the United States loaded up in your save, ask your director of football for recommendations on free transfers, and he's going to find plenty of Americans that aren't going to cost you a lot of money on the wage bill either, that are going to be pretty good, and they are going to have value on the back end. So it's a pretty good, easy way to start churning some money through your squad as well. We ended up picking up 6 or 7 of them, and a couple of them are going to be making their way into our starting lineup in the upcoming matches. The biggest one that I'm excited about is Xavier Frohock. He can play any of the backline positions. He's got speed. He's 6'2", 176 pounds. Very solid defensively. He is going to be moving into our starting lineup. He is perfect for the second Bundesliga. Joining Xavier Frohock is another backup goalkeeper, LIONHEARTED. We brought in Dudu just kind of like to have a body there. This guy's a little bit better than Dudu is right now, standing at 6'4", just in case anything ever happens to Tom Kretzmar. We should be in pretty decent shape moving forward, should we need to press him into service. Who else did we get? There's Adam Akins. He is a very versatile player along that front line. He's got some quickness. He can move with the ball. His first touch is excellent. Great technique. It's very determined. So we're going to be very excited to have him coming in off of our bench. Ethan Martin is a right winger. Very, very fast. Very good on the ball. And he's a great header. I can't wait if we take this save over into FM24, seeing where he would slot in with the new set-piece manager. Thomas Kessler's coming in as well, another central defender. Not as fast, but he's excellent with the ball, so he's going to probably be coming off the bench maybe to fulfill more of a ball-playing defensive midfield position. And as you see, if you take a look on the right-hand side, you'll notice that a lot of these guys that we just got in on free transfers are already putting themselves way ahead of players that we already had on the squad on our depth chart. Another promising 21-year-old coming in already with 2.5 to 3 stars of current ability. Very excited about Andrew Gonzalez. Very versatile, again, across the top. A lot of these players are going to be for the future. We're going to get to Juan Bravo in just a little bit. Sammy Pugh, he's also going to be starting in our next match. Central defense, 6'2", 182 pounds. He is strong. He can head the ball. He's got enough pace. Very fit, though. Something that we have been lacking along our back four. Renzo Donk, 18 years old, joining us for Almere City. Another winger with pace, and another winger very good on the ball. Probably going to be playing with our U18s for right now. Enzo Millot, a Frenchman, 23 years old. We got him for his versatility, which really was the name of the game. We want to make sure that we have guys either in our starting lineup or off of the bench that can play a number of different positions so we can shuffle the deck whenever we need to. It's worked out for us in the past. Hopefully it will continue to do so in the future. And I did save him for last. Juan Ma Bravo. He's the only player that we did pay a fee for. 110,000, 27-year-old Spaniard on 12 grand a week. So yeah, we did spend a little bit of money on him, but we were looking for somebody to fill that box-to-box midfielder role, which has been a weakness for us throughout the entire season. Hopefully, with Juanma Bravo in place, we will have a bit more stability in that position. We did have plenty of space already in our wage bill, but we did make a couple of moves getting players out. Jakob Resik is on his way to Magdeburg for 44,500. We sold Victor Almo, who on paper is a very good left back. In fact, he can play anywhere up that left-hand side. Unfortunately, he really just was not doing it for us. No goals, no assists in 25 appearances over the last couple of years. So we got 250 grand for him. Of course, he's now all of a sudden magically worth a ton more, but we cannot have any regrets. Victor Almo, thank you very much for your service. And then a couple of youngsters, Lars Ruthenbeck and Stefan Filbert, both went out for 125 and 165,000 respectively. And we finally parted ways with Yunus A. Tamer. We brought him in for like 75 grand. We sold him for 200. Again, on paper, looked like a pretty decent young right winger, but he just never really found his place. Managed to pick up just a pair of goals in 28 appearances over the last couple of years with the squad. Well, now I'm really glad that we took Finn Lachenmacher out of the lineup, because he's not available anyway. So that means we have a new look squad as we head into our match against the team sitting in 11th place in FC Magdeburg. It's going to be Kretzmar in goal. He's staying with us. He's actually happy to be with the squad now. So hopefully he'll actually keep his mind on the game, which would be a nice welcome change. He was a massive reason why we lost 5-1 to Arminia Bielefeld. We're going to have a back four of Sorinola on the left side. We're going to try him out there again. Sponsel on the right. It's going to be Pugh, just signed in the central defensive position alongside with CJ Egan-Riley. The midfield is going to be Patrick Sondheimer and Juanma Bravo making his debut in that box-to-box role we were talking about. Bauza's going to get the start on the left wing. Jardel Kanga on the right. And our two strikers for this match are going to be Rezart Iseni and Iker Bravo, both in the squad on loan. Finn Lachenmacher picking up an injury. He is not going to be available at all. Christian Conte is going to take his place on the bench. New guys, a new outlook, 14 matches left in the season. We're currently sitting in 14th. Let's see if we can keep climbing the table and make things respectable for us. Yeah, we don't want to lose. We could fall into the relegation zone. Taking on Magdeburg, playing the 4-3-3 that did not work for us earlier in the year. And we are underway at MDCC Arena. It's second Bundesliga action. Magdeburg against the Lions of 1860 Munich. And Pugh touching the ball for the first time. Sorinola to Sondheimer. Back for CJ Egan-Riley. They're giving them space. Juanma. Kanga's going to lose it. Conde carrying it forward. It's now a 4-on-3. Kwarteng is in. Kretzmar unable to make the save. Hopefully this is just a case of we brought in new guys. We've moved people around. Some growing pains for the first quarter, half or so. Actually, that looks like it went in off of Pugh, didn't it? Well, isn't that special? It never looks good when the breakaway looks like he goes off the leg of your brand new 21-year-old American defender. Magdeburg taking the 1-0 lead, and so far it looks like Magdeburg is dominating play right now. They are leading in possession. We've only managed one shot so far to their 6. Yeah. I'm keeping up a brave face. I think we're going to be okay. I mean, 24,000 fans is a lot of people to play in front of. I know. It's a lot of people to make your debut in front of, and Pew and Bravo are doing that for us today as a late yellow card comes in for Mikko Sponsel. Sponsel, Sorinola, and Rez Artizeni already on yellows, and nobody really doing anything great to start off. So we head into the locker room already disappointed in our squad. Do we make changes right away? I think we do. I think Patrick Sontheimer needs to come off. Tim Valbrecht is going to get some action. He's been training very well as of late, and I don't want to take the new kid out yet. I want to give Sammy Pugh more than just 45 minutes. I think that could be detrimental to his development. So Christian Conte is going to come in for Bauza, and we're going to make 2 changes at the half and see if we can roll the dice and change our fortunes. I really shouldn't be making. Luckily, I don't think you could see the gesture I was making. I was pretending to roll dice, but it's probably not what it looked like. And so far, no shots on goal. So the changes we made have not had an effect, but Sponsor's going to get it started. Egan Riley, Valbrecht throwing it ahead. Kanga is there for Assendi, and Assendi scores for his 6th goal of the year. And Rez Artizeni, see, all it took was me being a little bit down on the team and saying things aren't looking so good for Rez Artizeni to swoop on in and save the day. Beautiful delivery by Valbrecht. Kanga with the header in the middle. Assendi gets the goalkeeper leaning to his right, beats him to the left, and we've got an even score at 1 apiece. And this is a place that I like to be on the road. Yes, we want to win as many matches as possible. We need as many points as possible. If we can get one where we thought there would be none, I'm kind of okay with that. Now we are going to make another change. We are going to bring in Antonios Papadopoulos. We've got to bring in the steady, seasoned hand. Pew was doing all right, but we just were not getting enough from him. Mikko Sponsel also not having the greatest game so far, but I think we need to leave him out there because our options aren't. You know what? Sorinola is going to go over the right-hand side. Xavier Frohock is going to make his debut as our left back. I like that. I feel like a tactical genius. I feel like a tactical genius moment is going to be coming on as we tick our way down into the final 15 minutes of this match. It's Magdeburg 1, 1860 Munich 1. Really, I'm happy with holding on to where we are, but I would love the victory. I always love it when we win in these episodes. Although the last couple, I think we've drawn the first and then won the second, so maybe we're just keeping up the pattern of the season. What I do know is it looks like we are going to hang on for the 1-1 draw as we have hit full time, which better than nothing. Rez Artizeni in the 57th minute equalizing. I mean, when Kwarteng scored in the 8th minute, things were not looking good for us. They were on a 4-on-2 breakaway. It deflected in off of Pew, although it didn't seem to really affect his match rating at the time. So when I thought it was going to be a loss and probably a pretty embarrassing one to come back and tie 1-1, I'll take it. So the draw really didn't change anything on the table. We still sit in 14th place, 1 point above Hansa Rostock, only 3 points out of the relegation zone, so still very tight at the bottom of the table, but we are still just 1 point behind Karlsruhe for 13th, 5 behind Darmstadt, 6 behind Paderborn and Magdeburg, and just a couple of victories strung together. Next thing you know, we are back to being a mid-table squad. Let's see if we can keep that pattern going. St. Pauli is a match that we should win, but we are going to be making a few changes from the last match day squad. Kretzmar is going to stay in goal, of course. Frohawk, though, is going to get the start at left back. Pugh is going to remain in position, although he may have a bit of a shorter leash than he did last week. He was just okay in his debut, but he is going to be playing next to Antonios Papadopoulos, who is our top center back. So maybe with a better center back partner, Pugh will have a little bit of a better game. Sorinola is going to move back over onto the right back side. Griot's going to come in as our deep lying playmaker. Bravo is going to remain in that box-to-box role. Christian Conte, who played very well in the second half, coming on as a reserve in the last match, is going to get the start on the left wing. Making his debut, though, is going to be Enzo Mio on the right wing side with Rezart Izeni and Iker Bravo leading the line once again. Finn Lachenmacher is fit enough to be in the matchday squad. He's going to be on the bench. Again, short leash for one of those guys up top. If we're not seeing the performances we want, Finn Lachenmacher will be able to come in, but we just wanted to make sure that we eased him in and wanted to keep him out of the starting lineup for just one more week. And it is a good old-fashioned six-pointer relegation style from the Grünwalder Stadion, 1860 Munich at home taking on St. Pauli. We came into this match sitting 14th on the table, St. Pauli in 16th. As the ball is thrown forward, the carrier is going to get there ahead of Iker Bravo. Bonman sending it very long, tracking back is Papadopoulos. Sorinola carrying it up through the middle. Right wing feed for Millo, flipping it ahead. He's got Rezart Izeni. Can't beat the goalkeeper, though. Fazili clears it only as far as Frohawk as the attack continues. A couple of shots on target for 1860 Munich. As Paredes is challenged, looks to switch up play. Christian Conte knocks it down, is able to hang on to it, but Egelstein tracks back, makes a nice defensive play, gets it to Smith. Conte looking back, Real throws it ahead. Izeni in. Izeni scores. Goals in back-to-back matches. It's number 7 on the year, and once again, 1860 Munich takes a 1-0 lead. Beautiful defensive play. I love the tenacity, love that determination from Christian Conte. Nice pass ahead to Rezart Izeni, who puts the left foot shot past the goalkeeper to give the Lions the 1-0 lead. 3 shots, 3 on target. That's kind of rare for us, actually. 61% of the possession has gone in favor of 1860 Munich. Those are the things that we like to see. But most important is that score line. It is the Lions 1, St. Pauli 0 with 5 minutes left to go in this first half. Hopefully, we are going to be able to preserve this lead all the way into halftime. 2 added minutes are going to fall by the wayside, it looks like, as we head to the half. With your score, 1860 Munich 1, St. Pauli 0. Well, having the lead after the first half gives us the luxury of not having to make any changes for the second half. Hopefully, I don't have to eat my words, as so far possession in this half looks like it has continued to go the way of 1860 Munich, although things starting to tilt a little bit in St. Pauli's favor right now with 30 minutes left to play. And it looks like we're probably going to have to make a change at left back, but that's going to have to come in just a little bit. Iker Bravo in. Bonman able to make a pretty easy save on the second attempt from the corner kick. Iker Bravo has picked up a knock, so we're going to look to get him off as well. Christian Conte moving it through the middle, flipping it forward. Millo's got it. Crosses over. Izeni can't get there. Conte knocking it down. Izeni off of the post, and Carrier will clear. I thought that would have been a good opportunity, but, Iker Bravo not really feeling up to snuff. Didn't really get to put a lot of oomph behind that attempt, as Javier Frohawk is going to come off. CJ Egan-Riley will take over at the left back position as 2 changes are made with about 25 minutes left to go. Finn Lachenmacher also coming in for the injured Iker Bravo. 13-7 are your shots on goal. Still enjoying a massive lead in possession. But right now the attack is on for St. Pauli, and they've leveled it at 1. It was a final third throw-in. Those are dangerous. Xander tossing in. Long throw. Pugh looking to clear. Conte couldn't get it further away. Hartel in the middle. And Amenyido popping it in over Kretzmar, and it's 1-1. I think we need to demand more from our team. Final third throw in for us. Mio's got it. Works his way past the man in the middle. Finn Lockenmacher. There it is. His second goal of the year. Welcome back, Finn Lockenmacher. 15 minutes to go. It's 2-1, 1860 Munich. Christian Conte feeling a little weak, little tired after playing so very hard, winning basically the entire game for that one goal. He was all over the place. He's going to be replaced by Jardel Kanga as we make our third change of the afternoon. 2-1 is your score. Hopefully we can see this one out. Millau across, Lockenmacher in. There's his brace. Second assist from Enzo Millau on his debut, no less. And 1860 Munich, after giving up the leveler, come back with two of their own in 6 minutes. And I can stop sweating now. I can actually breathe a sigh of relief. Griel's going to come off. Patrick Sondheimer will take his place as we have hit the final few minutes of this match. How much time is going to be added on? It's going to be 5. Mashigo is going to send in the free kick. Kretzmar coming way out to make an easy play on that one. Hopefully he's responsible with the ball as he sends it out. He'll lay it for Papadopoulos ahead for Sorinola. He's got Millau. Dropping it back to Papadopoulos. Sorinola again. Moving it up that right side. Stops. Papadopoulos again. Wanma. Flipping it to Millau. Millau, will he throw it in the middle? Nope, he's going to take it himself. He's got a goal. He's got 2 assists. 3 goal contributions for the young Frenchman. 23 years old, making his debut at 1860 Munich. And pretty much single-handedly giving us the 4-1 lead. And the last few minutes go by without incident. 4-1 in favor of the Lions, your final score. That was an absolutely beautiful win. We owe it all to Enzo Millau and Christian Conte. Sure, Finn Lockenmacher scored 2 goals. He did a little bit to contribute. But all in all, an excellent win. Unfortunately, it looks like Karlsruhe won as well. It looks like Paderborn, well, they didn't win, but we're still 3 points behind them. We won the match, and we are still in 14th place. We did put a little breathing room between ourselves and the relegation zone, now leading Jan Regensburg by 6 points, and we kept the streak alive. We do a YouTube video, we get a draw, we get a win. We get a draw, we get a win. Hopefully we can backstop this with a few more wins before we come back in our next episode. Fingers crossed. Well, hopefully this means that we're going to start to bounce back. If you like that, please give the video a nice big thumbs up. Hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you are notified the next time the next video comes up. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you on Twitch. Until then, bye-bye.